Thank you, everybody, for choosing Mike FM 105.1. I am Marie Griffiths, and on est en bonne main. La mise en onde avec Michael Bao et notre invité, Anthony Pantazopoulos, va se joindre à nous bientôt. Mike FM. All right, here we are with our guest in studio. Puis j'ai hâte d'en parler pas à peu près. Bonjour, Anthony, puis bienvenue.
Bonjour, merci. Bienvenue.
En passant, tu es d'origine grecque?
Oui.
Mais tu parles français et anglais parfaitement?
Ouais, pas parfaitement, mais je débrouille en français.
All
en
right.
anglais, parfaitement.
Oui, parce que tu es de la génération où on allait encore à les écoles anglaises.
Exactly.
All right. You know what? My first question always, first of all, massage therapist. Are there different levels like there are in most industries or categories, or is a massage therapist basically, in every case, 80 or 100% the same thing?
No, there's different categories, different levels. The basic level is a 400-hour program. Once you've done the 400-hour program, you can start working in spas. But then from there, you're moving on to taking more advanced courses like kinesiotherapy, chair massage, pregnant massage, deep tissue massage. And the goal is to get at least 1,000 hours over time. But with 400 hours, you can start working in spas.
I remember going to the Phoenician. It's a resort in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's a very high-end resort. You pass by stars and ex-presidents. And you
Nice.
see people. You got to control yourself. And I went for the massage, and they were mentioning words like you just mentioned now.
Right.
And it was unbelievable. And I remember thinking, especially when you're working with people at a level that can afford 20 lawyers.
You got to be careful.
I was just going to say.
Make sure you graduate from a good school.
Very good school, man. And I'm sure that they were hand-picked and very careful about it. Can you get hurt by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing? Listen,
the schools are set up so that doesn't happen. You're being trained by people who have 20, 30 years experience in the business. You're vetted by the federation. We have all kinds of courses. We even have role play scenarios. If somebody starts crying during a massage or gets upset during a massage, how do you respond properly? I mean, it's quite extensive. Oh, very extensive.
Okay. And the only reason I can imagine crying while having a massage from you, Anthony, is that you're so handsome and I have no choice but to only look and fantasize. But anyway, why would somebody cry?
Good question. When we're living our lives, all this stress, everybody's full of stress, right? So you go get a massage and you start to relax. And as you start to relax, sometimes the relaxation is so deep, these emotions you've been carrying and blocking for so long just start to release. So it's happened quite a few times. It doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while you'll come across a client, you massage them, and they just start to release. And you got to learn how to deal with that, right? You want to make sure there's a safe space for the client, they feel comfortable. And at the same time, making sure it doesn't become hysterical or out of control.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I was just talking about my dad to Michael, and I saw how easily emotions can take over.
Oh, yeah.
And if I let myself go, I'd be a crying baby right now. You know, you'd be seeing me in studio.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah, but it happens occasionally, and I've kind of mastered it now. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
We have emotions that we just keep at bay for a while.
Right.
C'est important.
It's important to release them sometimes, under the right context.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to tell you now a story. And I told my listeners I'm a storyteller, so I'm going to share some stories with you about massages. No, I'm not going to the red light district. Would everybody calm down? Okay, so when I was younger, in my late 20s, early 30s, I had a friend who was an heiress. Today, she's already inherited. The father passed away, whatever. She's probably one of the richest women in North America.
Wow.
What she told me, above and beyond anything else, because, when you're 30, you're running around and you're doing your facials and you're doing this and you're doing your pedicures and you're doing that. And she used to say to me, Marie, if you can have one massage per week, that's what I recommend. Bumped into her because, we went different ways. She was hanging in a different crowd and I couldn't follow the jet set. She got married, moved to England. Anyway, long story, came back, ran into her again. How you doing? We were catching up. She goes, so? Did you follow my advice? Do you go at least for one massage a month?
Right.
And I thought, you remember that? and she was gun-ho on it. She said it's the most important thing if you care for yourself is to find the right person, of course.
Of course.
And because she was very well known, like I said, her masseur would come to her house. I guess you guys have that, right? And that was her biggest thing of all. The human body needs a massage for circulation, for stress release, she used to tell me. And just for that, for an hour. Yeah.
Human connection. Human connection. I mean, I've worked. I mean, I used to be a massage therapist. Now I'm a director and owner of a business, so I don't have time anymore. But I mean, I've massaged people haven't been touched in over 20 years. I mean, imagine you're not being touched 20 years. I mean, we need hugging, we need touching. We're human beings, right? So
you need your back rubbed occasionally.
We need your back rubbed occasionally.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Well said. Well said.
But you know, it's interesting because in China, there's a saying that if every family had a massage therapist, I mean, there'll be a lot less need for doctors. I mean, it's a bit of an exaggeration. We still need our doctors, of course, but it's a great complement to allopathic medicine, having massage therapy. And it's incredible what you can do. I mean, in the past 20 years, I've seen a huge increase in the demand for massage. And I would say it started with all these scientific studies coming out showing the links between stress and illness and how the immune system is linked to having the parasympathetic and relaxation response in the body. And since then, doctors have been recommending massages, physiotherapists, chiropractors. Most clinics have a massage therapist on hand because they understand the link between the need for relaxation for the body to heal itself.
Okay, now another story. Poor Anthony's like, really? I'm here to listen to this lady's stories.
I love your stories.
Okay, but I have a heart condition that I'm catering to, and we're going through some procedures now. You know, it's a process of elimination, right? When the doctors aren't sure, but I trust them wholeheartedly. And I had a cardioversion treatment August 2nd. And it's up and down. They're going to know within 3 months. They give it 3 months to see if my heart can find its rhythm and get steady again. Okay. And some days are harder than others. And yesterday was a very bad day. A very bad day, to the point where, because I have directives that if it gets to this place, go right away to the hospital. And I was very close to that place yesterday. So I left early and went home, and I have a fantastic housekeeper / caregiver / housekeeper, who's been with me for a while. And she took half the course, not all the course, about 15 years ago for massaging.
Okay.
She also took half the nursing course. Don't ask me why. She's a person at 50%. What can I say? But what she does in caring for me is at 150%. And that's the security you feel from that, because I'm alone. My children are out of the country. My parents have passed away, and I don't have roommates. I live with a German Shepherd dog, as much as she tries to care, you know. So yesterday, she told me before she left, she said, let me just give you a bit of a massage. And she did.
Nice.
The head, I sit in the chair, the head and the shoulders. And I feel much better today. I don't know if it was just the massage or if it was the lentil soup. You know, Greeks are big. We have faki. And I didn't just swear. That's how Greeks call it, okay? And I had some beets, you know, and sprouts and radishes, things that I thought my body could work with to help my little soldiers that I refer to as my immune system. I'm a big believer in the powers of the body.
Nice. I
used to meditate when I was much younger and have gone back to it now occasionally. So it's amazing, like you said, just that massage and the human touch, Anthony.
Yeah, it's incredible.
What it does for you.
I had to rush my father to the hospital on Sunday with panic attacks and anxiety. And, you know, he's doing better now, so I'm great. I mean, it was just a one-day shock. But I gave him like a good 10, 15-minute massage, and it really helped him to calm down and relax. So, yeah, it's incredible what the human touch and massage by somebody who's trained, how it can help somebody. Even half-trained, by the way.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to a break. When we come back, you're going to tell me how my listeners, should they want a new career, can become. And then I have another story about that. Okay, can become experts at providing this fabulous service.
Mike FM.
All right, you know why I need massages? Because my operator yells at me all the time. Talk about stress. Okay. Tell me about your academy. Parle-moi un petit peu de l'académie.
Okay, so I was in the business. I started 25 years ago in the massage business. And then 17 years ago, I had an opportunity to become a director of a wellness center. 2 years later, I bought it, turned it into an urban spa. And then a couple of years after that, I said, you know what? I've been in the business so long, let me start sharing my knowledge. And I started the school 13 years ago. And ever since then, we've just been expanding. So we got 3 locations now. The basic program is 400 hours. So people can start working. And then once they start working, they can start doing part-time advanced courses. And
bringing up your rating, in other words.
Bringing up your rating, learning more techniques, more advanced techniques. Once you get to like around 1,000 hours, then you can start working with physiotherapists and chiropractors and maybe some professional athletes. But at 400 hours, you're working in a spa. You're really focused on stress release and relaxation.
I use the word circulation because I always found massages help my circulation. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we got the lymph system, right? The lymphatic system that carries the nutrients throughout the body. That won't work if you're not moving. You got to do a lot of moving. Now, most people are in front of a computer all day, right? Or some of the elderly hardly do any walking or moving. So getting a massage will actually stimulate the lymphatic system and work the lymphatic system throughout the body. So yeah, it's so important to either move or get massages or both.
Oh non, moi j'ai vu la différence tout de suite pour ma circulation. Tout de suite, là. Écoute, si tu connais ton corps, tu es capable d'identifier avec les changements qui viennent après un massage professionnel. Before someone chooses this as a career, because you could be listening going, yeah, no, I don't think I could do this. Ça nous gêne un peu. Pourquoi?
Well, it's normal. Listen, when I started 25 years ago, I had a stronger stigma attached to it. Like, I mean, I'm Greek, right? Greek d'origin, and Greeks 25 years ago, what? You're doing massage? What kind of massage? And blah, blah, blah. And
but if I may interject, 2,500 years ago, we all ran around naked.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Okay. So, well, the gymnasio, right?
Yeah.
Gymnasio means naked. People were training in the gyms.
Gymni, yes.
Gymni comes from the Greek word gymni, which is naked, right?
Well, the first Olympics.
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So
no, there was no shame of the human body back then.
No, those crazy Greeks.
Yeah.
So 25 years ago, there was a bit of a stigma attached to it. And I mean, I had a hard time. Also, I was like one man for every 10 women who were in the business. And then over the years, more and more men started coming into the business. The stigma started getting pushed aside. And especially the past 10 years, like I mentioned previously, all these scientific studies are coming out and doctors are recommending massage. Hey, go get a massage. Physiotherapists are recommending. I mean, it's come to a point where the scientific community has embraced massage, and that's seeped out throughout the whole culture, and people are starting to be more open to it, less of a stigma. So, I mean, obviously, there's still that shady side for certain types of massage places that are not what we want to associate with.
You're a masseur, wink, wink.
Right, exactly, right. So, but I've seen a huge difference, especially the past 10 years. I mean, there's some large spas out there where 40% of the staff are male. I mean, that was unheard of 25 years ago. More and more people are getting involved. What can I say? Since COVID restrictions have lifted, there's been 333% increase in job postings for massage therapists.
Wow.
We have every week maybe 2 spas reach out to us to post on our website for our students.
Fait que c'est recherché, les gens qui sont une expertise dans ça.
C'est incroyable, c'est vraiment cherché. J'ai jamais vu ça. Depuis 2-3 ans, c'est incroyable, spécialement maintenant après le COVID, especially now after COVID. I would say our student body is maybe 25% immigrants, people who just come into the country. The other 20% are maybe anglophones and the rest are francophones.
Okay, so my story now about studying massaging. I know a young man, Russian. I bumped into him because I go for my nails and my hair rinse to a spa, Westmount Square. I've been going there since it was Charles of Westmount 100 years ago, which kind of gives my age away. But anyway, and he was so popular with the clientele, very serviceable, very careful, because anything you do even washing hair in a salon, there's a professional way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything in life, right? People think, ça c'est facile, ça c'est facile. Like people used to say to me, tu t'assis devant un micro que tu parles, ça c'est facile. Ben, viens le faire. So,
Right.
so I bumped into him last month, and I was speaking with one of the top hair cutters there, Pina. And he was her assistant, and she goes, you know what? I'm going to lose the best assistant I ever had. I said, why? Because usually the assistants want to move up
Right.
into hairdressing. When you're an assistant washing hair at a salon, your goal, 99.9% of the time, c'est d'avancer puis de devenir coiffeur ou coiffeuse.
Right.
And if you're working with a top North American cutter and stylist like Pina, you know you're on the right track to learn the right things. I said, what do you mean you're gonna lose your best assistant? He's moving up then. You're gonna train him and let him start. She goes, no, he doesn't want. I said, what? I said, what does he want to do? She goes, he's gonna become a masseur.
Interesting.
Oui, moi aussi j'ai trouvé ça intéressant.
You know, it's incredible. We have so many people changing careers, becoming massage therapists. And we see a lot of nurses becoming massage therapists. People do PAB in hospitals, hairdressers, estheticians. We've even have physiotherapists. I've had a doctor. I've had an engineer. We have all kinds of people wanting to get into the massage business. It's such a booming business right now. I've actually had a spa that's willing to pay our students to work for them, like as a signing bonus. We've never seen this before. It's incredible.
Okay, so what do I need to become a good masseur? Good hands?
You know, I usually have open house over Zoom calls, and the first thing I say to students is, it's an honor to have you here in front of us on the Zoom call, because to be a good massage therapist, it means you want to help people, and you have a lot of compassion in your heart. So yes, the hands are part of it. We could train that. But it's the compassion, the desire to help people that's probably the most important quality. So if people have that quality, go study massage. We'll train you properly, make sure you're ready to go out there and do very well in the business.
Tu me fais penser à une réponse que j'ai eue une fois d'un professeur qui enseignait le piano. Quand j'ai demandé, j'ai dit, j'ai des petites mains, j'ai pas les doigts longs. Est-ce que je vais pouvoir apprendre à jouer? Puis y a-t-il un espoir que je peux devenir bonne? Puis il disait, it's not the size of the hands,
Right.
it's the size of your heart.
Oh, exactly. It's exactly what it is. We have people who are 4'10", 80 pounds sopping wet, up to people who are 6'5", 6'6", 300 pounds studying massage. It doesn't matter about your size. It's the heart. I can't say it even better than that. Perfect.
C'est spécial, c'est spécial. Don't look at me, je fais pas des bruits de même, okay? So,
That sounds like a jackhammer outside.
it is. It's somebody's doing something out there in the cement. I don't know.
They're massaging the cement.
I was going to say, voila. No, we don't use jackhammers in massages, do we, Mr. Pantazopoulos? Okay. The next question I have is, 400 hours, how long would that take me to compléter?
Great question. We have 3 different programs. We have what we call our part-time program, which is every second weekend over 8 months. So 2 weekends a month for 8 months.
Puis je peux garder mon autre job en attendant.
Perfectly, yeah, for sure. And a lot of people do that. So they'll work and then they'll do the weekend course. We also have 3 days a week over 5 months. So you come in, you do your course 3 days a week. And then we also have what we call accelerated program, when that's in Villeray and in DDO, and that's over 4 months. So 15 weeks intensive, 4 days a week, 2 days online by Zoom theory courses, and 2 days practical.
Attends une minute. Puis après 15 semaines, je reçois un certificat,
Oui.
si j'ai passé, of course.
And that's very important, that you're getting a certificate that you will send to the federation. We're a federated, recognized school. Make sure you're with a federated, recognized school. That way you could give insurance receipts to people who are working and they have receipts, insurance policies where they could get, like, say, $500 or $1,000 worth of massages a year. Because 70% of your clients are people who want an insurance receipt that could be reimbursed.
Mais ça, c'est fantastique, man. Si l'assurance peut payer pour ça.
Yeah, I wish I had a job that would pay for that.
Yeah, really? Hello? Okay. Massaging the feet or reflexology, how does that compare to what you teach?
Okay, well, we have reflexology courses. I mean, our teacher, Carol, she used to be the ex-president of the Reflexology Association of Canada.
I love reflexology, by the way.
And a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people don't want to take their clothes off and lie on a table and, you know, the whole rigmarole. Some people just want to sit back and have their feet worked on. It's based on the idea that there's points on the feet that correspond to the internal organs of the body. So your heart, your liver, your stomach, and so on and so forth. I get a reflexology treatment approximately once a month. There's a man I know who studied reflexology in Thailand, and he's amazing, and he studied in my school. He learned Swedish massage, he learned kinesiotherapy massage, he learned passive mobilizations. He just loves our school, but he'll give me like a nice reflexology treatment, and it does wonders for my body.
Okay, but another story I'm going to share with you. A few years back, ben non, écoute, je suis assez vieille, Charles, je peux écrire une encyclopédie. Let's not go there. But I might. I had the pleasure of running across a Chinese trained by his father, who was trained by the grandfather, who was trained by the great-grandfather. So you can imagine what was passed on. So efficient for certain. Some people it might work, some people might not, until you find the right one for you, I guess, right? Because I want to talk about matching with the right one after. He was recommended by a friend when I hurt myself doing ballet, because I try to believe that I'm trying out for the Bolshoi. So I do classical ballet at Les Studios with Les Grands. And lately with my heart and having hurt my leg and whatever, anyway. Ça me fait de la peine que j'y vais pas régulièrement. Je faisais 3 à 4 jours par semaine. So I was like into that 4 to 6 hours a week of training. I just loved it.
Nice.
But for the feet, good luck, right? So she said, you know what, Marie, try Dr. Wing. And he came to my house. He did expert in reflexology, the feet. Oh, my God.
Did wonders for you.
Oh, Mr. Pantazopoulos. It was, wow, man. I stayed with him for a few years.
Nice.
Then he would fly. He wasn't in all year. 6 months of the year, a very wealthy family would fly him to Hong Kong to treat the whole family.
Nice.
And would keep him there for a while.
Yeah.
And then he'd come back here for the other 6 months, and then COVID hit, and I didn't hook up with him again. But there is reflexology available if I call you.
Oh, yeah, there's courses of all sorts. But let me just add something. My background, the reason I got into this field is because I injured myself. I was playing football for Vanier College, and I was a linebacker, and I hit something with my head instead of my shoulder, and I wasn't wearing a neck guard, and I had a hairline fracture in my vertebra.
Ooh.
And no one could help me. I saw osteopaths, doctors, chiropractors, and I was in pain constantly, constant pain. They wanted to set me up with Dr. Lesnar, who was the Montreal Canadiens surgeon at the time. And I had connection to Sun Youth because I was playing football at Sun Youth. And they found a hairline fracture, and they wanted to operate. But my intuition was saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I met a Chinese massage therapist / acupuncturist, and that changed my life. It changed my life. He gave me a couple of treatments. I started reconnecting with my body. And from there, my whole life changed. And that's how I got into this field.
Yeah, they're deep in that medicine, aren't they?
Oh,
they go back centuries.
Oh, they go back thousands of years. Oh, yeah.
Whereas the Greek way now is just slap to the head. Stop whining. I'll get rid of
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, we know that one. It's okay. My kids used to come to me with pain. I used to look at them and say, drink water, stop whining. What do you mean drink water? You'll
Use
be fine.
Windex.
Yeah, you'll be... We're back to that, are we? Yeah, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Okay. So, quelqu'un maintenant qui nous entend, il peut vous appeler, ils ont le choix dans la durée dans laquelle il peut prendre votre cours, parce que 400 heures, c'est 400 heures quand même.
Right.
Puis est-ce qu'on pratique sur des poupées? Est-ce qu'on arrive après à toucher des vraies personnes? I'm just curious.
So, pour les cours pratiques, on devait travailler sur les autres élèves. C'est vraiment important. Et différents types d'élèves. So, par exemple, moi, j'étais propriétaire d'un spa pendant plusieurs années. Et normalement, quand quelqu'un venait travailler pour nous, durant les premières 30 secondes, je savais si la personne a une chance à travailler pour moi ou non. Juste par leur personnalité, leur professionnalisme, etc., leur comportement. Mais c'est important de travailler sur un autre massothérapeute ou le directeur d'un spa. Si vous voulez travailler dans un spa, il va avoir comme un petit test.
OK, parce que si moi, je suis déjà un expert, je veux savoir si comment tu me touches, c'est la bonne façon.
Ah oui, après 25 ans d'expérience, j'ai beaucoup d'expérience. Mais normalement, si vous voulez travailler dans un spa, vous allez travailler sur un expert. Juste pour voir où vous êtes rendu. Now, on ne sait jamais si c'est un homme, une femme, quelqu'un grand, quelqu'un petit, mince. So c'est vraiment important de travailler sur toutes sortes de différents corps. So durant la classe, on force les élèves pour changer partenaires pour vraiment apprendre toutes les approches et tous les besoins de chaque personne individuelle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead with our guest. This gentleman was owner of a wellness center and a spa, and 25 years experience and more, and it's all coming your way through his school, the IKRA Massage Academy. Courses begin very soon, I think, right?
The end of September. So September 26th, 27, 28, 3 different groups. We have 4 groups starting, but 2 of them are starting on the 26th.
OK. Je peux-tu te demander que ça coûte?
Yeah, very good question. All our courses are around $10.50 per hour. So ça vient à comme $4,000 pour le programme. Now, il y a différentes façons de payer. Normalement, les gens vont payer mensuellement sur 5 mois, 8 mois. Des fois, on fait même sur 10 mois pour quelques élèves, sans taxes, sans frais et sans intérêt.
Wow.
Yeah, we try to help students. I mean, I was a starving student once. I understand how difficult it could be for a lot of people when you're working and studying. So we try and make it as flexible as possible.
Mais ça, c'est fantastique. Là.
Yeah.
Si moi, je peux investir 390, 400, 410 par mois pour sortir de là avec un certificat pour une carrière qui est demandée, sont recherchés, and I work in spas, and I mean, come on, it's a glamorous field.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a glamorous
I mean, you
field.
got to be professional, but you know what? You meet people, you're helping people, your colleagues are great. So it's a nice environment.
Listen, I'm ready to come and get that certificate just in case one day I get a call that Keanu Reeves is in Montreal and needs a massage.
I'll train you personally. Let's do it. Love it.
Okay. So I'm waiting on that Keanu. Listen, my friend says, boy, do you live with your fantasies, Marie? Yes, I do. Okay? Yes, I do. There's no limits to fantasizing, you know. It's a great thing.
Awesome.
Quand quelqu'un veut apprendre d'être massothérapeute, c'est quoi la plus grande difficulté ou obstacle? You who have been training and have been in business over a quarter of a century, sais-tu apprendre à faire en auto des genoux? Sais-tu le cou? Sais-tu quoi?
That's a very good question. I think it's to work on different types of people and being able to adapt for different types of people. So what happens to a lot of people, they'll come in, they'll start studying, and they develop a kind of personal style, but they have to learn to be able to adapt for each different type of body that they're working on and personality they're working on. And that could be a little difficult. So that's why we force the exchanging of partners during the program. So they work on so many different body types. So they learn to be adaptable. I mean, you could be a great massage therapist for a certain type of person. Then you get somebody come into your room and they want a totally different style or approach. You got to adapt. If you don't adapt, they're not going to be happy, even though you're great with a certain style.
And you teach this?
We for sure. We force that. We make sure. Look, switch up partners. Come on.
Okay.
Let me just add something. I was the only school in Montreal at one point that allowed a person in a wheelchair to study in my school. We've had people who are blind study in our school, at least 3 people over the years. I've had a lot of women from Muslim countries who are voilées, and they made it clear to me that they want to study, but they only want to work on women. And we made arrangements for that. So there are spas out there that will hire women who just want to work on women, or even men who just want to work on a certain clientele. So I'm quite adaptable. I mean, my parents are immigrants. I've seen how difficult it is for people coming from other countries. So we make every effort to adapt, whether you have disabilities of some sort, or you have certain religious beliefs or croyance, or just personal desires. You want to work on a certain type of person. And we adapt for all that.
That's amazing. I applaud you, young man. But I got to tell you, what piqued my interest from what you said was the 3 blind people.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what they say, if you're missing one of the senses, the others become more acute.
Amazing. They're amazing therapists. Amazing. I mean, they have the challenges, of course, because there's the theory portion of the course with exams and books you got to read.
Yeah.
So there's special softwares out there that we send through the computers.
But as far as touch goes,
they're amazing.
Ben, j'imagine que oui.
Amazing. I had a friend from high school who started her own company. I think she's moved on to other things now. That was called Hands That See. And she was amazing. I mean, she'll just touch people and And she studied at my school. So
Hands that see.
Is that amazing?
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
I love it. Okay, now the question, I know my audience has been going, will you please ask the question? What's a Swedish massage that we all hear about?
Okay, so there's different styles of massage. The style of the massage that's most popular in the Western world is Swedish massage. That's what we call it, Swedish massage. How did it be invented? There was a physiotherapist in Sweden who came across, they say, some stories say he met a Chinese massage therapist or a medical doctor, or he came across books of Chinese massage, and from there he was a physiotherapist. He adapted to Swedish massage. So I always recommend to people, even though my background was originally in Chinese massage, in Quebec, get your Swedish massage program. You could work in hotels, spas, clinics. It's the most in demand right now. And then from there, branch off. We have Chinese massage. We have reflexology.
C'est quoi la différence entre chinois, le massage chinois et le suédois?
Swedish massage, because it was created by a physiotherapist originally, is very biomechanically based. Chinese massage, Thai massage, Ayurveda massage has a different philosophy of the body. So there's ideas of meridians and energy lines and points in the body. But Swedish massage is really focused on the biomechanical, which is very Western medicine, Western anatomy and physiology.
Hey man, tu connais ton affaire, bonhomme?
After 25 years, you should learn a few things.
My God. No, but also the desire and the passion to learn this
The passion's there.
stuff.
I love massage. I think it's a great complement to the allopathic medicine to help people. And the more people I could train before I die, I'll be happy.
Okay. So why was it we had maybe, again, misinformed that the Swedish massage was hard? And, yeah.
So there's Swedish massage in general. It has a biomechanical base. In more advanced courses, you can learn something called deep tissue massage. Now, deep tissue doesn't mean necessarily it's a hard massage. It basically means you have to go below the layers, right, to deeper muscles, deeper layers of muscles. And there's a way to access those muscles.
Athletes must love that.
Athletes not only love it, they need it.
Oh, okay.
And all top athletes are getting deep tissue massage, are getting Swedish massage. Now, in Swedish massage, it could be either very soft, or some people like a stronger, more physical massage. They want to feel it, right? And that's why I think one of the reasons why you have a lot more men getting into the business, because more and more people want that strong massage. That's not necessarily deep tissue, it's just a stronger massage. So the idea is to adapt to your client. Like sometimes I'll work on somebody, I'll go very soft. Other times I'll go very deep. And I'll never forget this. I worked on a lady once. She must have been 100 pounds, very thin Asian lady. And I used all my pressure. And she kept on saying, harder,
oh my
harder.
God.
And I was shocked. I was
You
like,
break her
I'm
bones,
a big guy.
dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like over 220 pounds. I mean, I could hardly. And I was going so hard. And at the end, she's like, well, I wasn't strong enough.
Wow.
That's just a strong massage. But some people, you could work on somebody who's a bodybuilder, who's 250 pounds, and they want it soft and gentle. Right?
Good.
You got to adapt.
It's what you know what? Again, I would think the masseur, faut qu'il adapte à ce que le client veut.
So important. Now, this is the key. This is the key. Now, so you have a client who comes and sees you, and you do an evaluation, and you realize they need a certain type of massage or a certain type of pressure. But in their minds, they want the opposite. So if you give them what they want, then they're going to regret it the next day. You know they're going to regret it. But at the same time, if you don't give them a little bit of what they want, they're not going to appreciate the massage. Right. So as it goes, the massage therapist is to start to balance that. Give them enough of what they think they want, and at the same time work on what they need. And a good massage therapist with a lot of years of experience is able to do that. So,
okay. The spine. C'est-tu dangereux jouer dans la colonne vertébrale?
In level 1, you don't touch the spine.
Ooh.
So the first 400 hours, we don't touch the spine.
Ooh.
But in the kinesiotherapy program, which is the Kine 1 more advanced, we go straight to the spine. Because by then you have softness and a sensitivity in your hands that there's no danger of injuring somebody. So in the very beginning, we people are from all over backgrounds. Some people are mechanics, they're used to breaking things. We don't want them touching the spine. But in the advanced courses, yes, we go straight to the spine. It's very important, right? Everything is around the spine. So.
The neck?
Neck, for sure. From day 1, you'll work on the neck. In more advanced courses, you'll do passive mobilizations. You don't really do that in the level 1. In level 2, you'll start to do that. No cracking. We don't do any diagnosis, and we don't do any cracking of the neck. That is only for chiropractors.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Somebody once wanted to crack my neck. "Oh, Marie, you'll feel better." I said, "No, it's okay."
Yeah. I mean,
No. Tu prends
I mean,
pas
if you
de
go see a
chance, man.
professional chiropractor, fine, but otherwise, don't even think about it.
No, tu prends pas de chance, man.
No, not with
I've
the
also
neck.
done some of the stories where the young girl was paralyzed. And then,
Horrible.
no, it's just,
Horrible.
I mean, I know it's 1 in a million, but still, you don't want to be that one.
In level 1, safety first. We're teaching people how to touch, feel, connect with somebody. It's always safety first. Also draping, how to make sure when you massage somebody, their legs are not popping out and their bum is not showing. They're draped properly so the person feels secure and comfortable. Because anytime you start not being careful with that, the person starts to tense up on the table.
Ben oui, tu veux
And
ta
you
petite
don't want that.
serviette, elle commence à tomber, là, ça gêne.
Yeah, ça gêne beaucoup. So we safety first in level 1. Get the level 1 under your belt.
Okay, and one of the greatest things I ever felt, there was a salon on St. Lawrence Street. Again, je recule de 30-40 ans, puis j'avais jamais vu ça annoncé. C'était juste un massage of the scalp, de la tête. Puis tu t'assisais dans la chaise, puis il t'avisait qu'à la fin, if you're not going to have your hair washed, never mind having it done, you will have very oily hair. That was they told you in advance. I sat in that chair, and the massage that young woman gave me on my scalp, on the temples, in the back, down, do masseuses add the head?
In massage, the first level you do a little bit, and the advanced levels more and more.
Okay.
When I learned Chinese massage originally, Tuina massage, I was offering what we call 45-minute facial rejuvenation massage, which
it even
included
sounds
the scalp.
good.
Oh yeah, and a lot of women will come because afterward they would be glowing, and there's all these points on the face, and all these pressure points and massage techniques you could use on the face and the head that make somebody feel wonderful and look wonderful.
Et mon Dieu que j'ai appris beaucoup aujourd'hui. I want to thank you for letting us into your world.
Oh, my pleasure. This was awesome.
Oh, man. Pas juste ça. J'ai hâte parce que j'ai su qu'on va se reparler vers le temps des fêtes.
Let's do it.
OK. En attendant, listeners want to know how they can reach you. Sont intéressés, je le sais, que ça soit pour changer de carrière or getting back into the workforce, or even if they're interested to book massages, can they call you?
Well, I used to have a spa. Over COVID, we closed the spa. We decided, you know what, let's focus all our energies on the school. And since I made that decision, the school has been like taking off because I'm focusing 100% on the school now.
But you can recommend maybe?
I can recommend, certainly, just call us up.
Alrighty. So, donne toutes les informations, cher.
So, just ikramassage.com, ikramassage.com, I-K-R comme Robert, massage.com. Call us up, 514-507-7399.
Say again?
514-507-7399. Or just drop by our main campus in Verdun on Wellington Street, which was just recently named the coolest street in the world. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Big time. I was so surprised.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, I love it, the way you guys have set it up and that.
Oh,
but
it's
to
amazing.
be voted out of so many choices and entries.
Yeah, and I think it's partly to do with our school. So let's do it.
Okay. C'est quoi l'adresse?
So 5101 Wellington Street on the corner of 6th Avenue, 5101 5101 Wellington. And just come drop in anytime. I recommend, if you're going to choose a massage school, come and visit the schools, meet the staff, look at our books, our curriculum, meet other teachers and students. Let's do it.
And meet Anthony. Okay?
Yes, ask for me personally.
Yes. Thank you very much, and I look forward to us sitting down again.
Oh, it was great. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.